Hi there, welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenore, and today I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. So, thank you for clicking on the reading. Let's get started. So, we begin with what I feel like is definitely like a strong Pisces energy. We have... This reading isn't necessarily for a Pisces, but it feels like there is an influence of Pisces very heavily on your life. Now, if that is one of your own positions, or maybe you're married to a Pisces, maybe one of your children is a Pisces, maybe somebody you work closely with, it is a substantial energy in your life. It's not some passive at the fringes. This is somebody who, and as you can see, is like right there, right in the middle. Now, above, it looks like we have, well, first we have the fish, but I want to look at it. It looks like the fish right here, you can see, and maybe the fishing pole. Right? The tool in which the fish was caught. And above that, we have almost like, it reminds me of some kind of, like a magical little tiny cute dragon or something like that. We also have the love symbol over here, of course, the heart. We have the number 2, which coincides with the 2 of cups. And down here, we have a door with a figure standing in front of it. The white part would be the figure. Okay, so a doorway with the keeper of the doorway. And then over here we have 2 people. Okay, it looks like they're shaking hands. So we also have, and we have the turtle. So to me, all of this says that, okay, we have money, resources. We also have the tools to do so, right? To make that money. The dragon is very in line with like the salamander or the lizard, maybe the snake, but I'm going to say we're working with kind of the fire element here. Okay, the salamander, of course, is the elemental for fire. Okay, the thing that keeps all the machinery moving to keep the fires going, kind of deal. Okay, kind of almost sounds like an elf, right? But in this case, we have the dragon. So there is really like a burning passion to do the work that you do to make money. Or maybe it is a skill set that you have learned, or hobby, or, you know, something, some kind of creative thing, or, you know, whatever it is. Maybe you're an entrepreneur. A real desire to make that the way that you're making money. Okay, so maybe there is this idea of I could get out of a more traditional working kind of situation and I can start working for myself. And that's really kind of the energy. Now, we have somebody or something that is guarding the door, right? The doorway into that life. Is this an actual person? Like, is somebody trying to, like, keep you from doing something? Or is somebody telling you, I'll give you this job, but you have to go through this training first. Or you need to go back to school and get this certification, or, you know, something like that. I see you coming to some kind of resolution, right? Something that you are willing to do, or some way that you're willing to adjust your life or take a chance, right? You figure this out. You're going to figure it out, and you're going to really, and in a few weeks from now, when you're going through probably a situation very much like this, and you say, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I want you to remember. I want you to remember this moment. You are already sending that energy out just by considering this. It alters the timeline. The things that we see, the thing about readings, even tarot, right? Not all tarot readers, but the thing about a real tarot reader, and I don't even believe in real or fake or whatever, but somebody who is in line with the thing, right? And if you know the thing, you know the thing. These readings are not just what might happen, what has happened, what you're like. This is intention. This is a tulpa. This is a thought form. Actually, it's quite a few, right? And as we talk about this together, as we experience this together, and this is part of why I get so into my, trying to be visual about things, trying to explain things in ways where I want you to really feel them. Because these ordeals, if we don't start working on them, they're just going to manifest, or they've already happened, or we've missed the key, right? And it's going to keep cycling through again and again and again. So when I sit here and tell you there's something that you're going to have to do to get through that doorway that's going to lead you to being able to do the thing you want to do to make the money, like the thing you really want to spend, like whatever it is, I don't care how outrageous it is. You say, you know what, I want to buy a little plot of land and have some storage units, and I want to sit in the office and, hang out and manage that and watch TV and whatever. And you might think that seems outrageous because it's, pretty mundane, I guess. But also it's a lot to put together. It's a lot to figure out logistics wise, even though, maybe not the most complex, but it's still a lot. And you might sit there and say, that could never really happen, or, whatever. It absolutely can. It absolutely can. And so when we look at this and we start thinking, well, maybe this is the time period that this needs to happen. Yes, it is. And so by considering what you could do to get through that initiation, the doorkeeper, you send this forward, right? You send your intention forward in time. You are connecting quantumly, right? I guess, I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but you're connecting through through energy, through, our perception of time. It's a construct as well, right? So you are planting the seeds. You are fully getting yourself ready for these blessings by building this pathway in your mind. If you didn't think about these things ever, they would never come to be. Our blessings don't come out of nowhere. Can you tell me one time that you've had any kind of blessing that you had never even had the little tiny moment of, considering like, oh, if I had this, life would be so much easier. Now, maybe you didn't pray for it, but you considered it, right? So when we see these symbols, we go through the tarot, it's helping us like it's a maze. And these are the signs, right? You are going to manifest this if you so choose. Now, the person here, the Pisces person, is going to play an important role. Now, it is the Pisces energy, so don't I'm sorry for your Pisces, but don't leave them in charge of everything. Right? Pisces people are wonderful and very creative, but not always the best at getting things done in a timely manner. Okay? So this beautiful Pisces person who probably has a lot of good ideas, by the way. They're like if you need to like sit down and just have like a total like let's, brainstorm kind of sesh, Pisces, absolutely. Now, I see you coming to some kind of deal. Okay, that will come. There is going to be something that is not just like in my head, I wanted to do this and then I kind of did it and like it's my thing and I'm just, no, there will be other people involved, right? This isn't just some like, little hobby or project on the side. This is like something that's really going to be something, okay? It will take time though. That's the thing. I'm not saying that it's going to be overnight. And maybe some of it will come. And that's the thing. That little spark, right? The thing that's really going to get you going. But, it will take time. So you must stay the course. That's it. You need to learn how to pace yourself, or maybe you already know. I have not learned yet. I'm learning. These last couple years, and I'm 40, by the way, I really have had to learn how to not either totally opt out or go completely 100%. It just, like, one thing that was really hard, it's still hard for me, but, like, if I go to, like, an event or something, like a family holiday or whatever, I just won't sit down. Like, I'll be in the kitchen doing the dishes with people and, I'm helping, I want to help and, do this, and it's hard. And when I go to somebody's house who's like, nope, sit down, hang out, it's, whatever, that makes me so uncomfortable. So uncomfortable. Not just because I'm like, I'm like of service and I'm, I have anxious energy. I want to be moving. I want to be seeing what's going on. I want to be part of the thing without having to be fully involved with the thing. And that's a gem. That's something I've been looking for. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, obvious but true. Man, like it just, you have those moments where you like every day or every night, right before I go to bed, I've been asking the universe like a clear question. And every single day, I've gotten a clear answer. It's been uncanny lately. It's been uncanny. And it's stuff that's hard. It's hard stuff. None of it's been like, pump myself up. It's all like, what do I need to do to check myself before I wreck myself? You know what I mean? Like, what do I need to do to like be a better whatever partner, mother, just a member of, my community, tribe, universal tribe, all these things, and these are not easy to ask ourselves. I mean, I do a lot, but like in a really deep way, in an honest way. And that's the thing. It just, I challenge, I want everybody, because of the way the energy is, man, and like the way that like, we're on the cusp of something really frightening. And I'm not trying to be here to like fear monger or any of that stuff. But if you don't feel that something's going on, I don't know how you're this deep into my reading, because you're probably like, this lady is nuts. If you're here, then you're kind of nuts too. So that something you feel, you're my people. So you feel that something's going on. Something, I mean, not just something, everything is going on. And it's always been going on. But like now it's like so perceivable. I mean, if you look, and I keep using this as like my area when I'm talking about the oppressive energy on the, on the existential and all the way down level, right? If you look at it, it's like all of a sudden you realize, oh, I've been able to look at the sun the whole time. Why was you? And okay, let me just back that up. Don't ever. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know if anything's true or not anymore. I don't trust anything anymore. Let me just be clear about that. But also PSA, because we're on, whatever, YouTube. Please don't go staring at the sun. It probably will burn holes in your eyes, retinas, I think. Is that the right one? Yeah, maybe. So I don't advocate for it, but this is it a metaphor? It's a metaphor, I think. I don't know. Which one's a metaphor? Is this an allegory? I don't know. It's like looking at the sun, but don't do it. Don't do that. And all of a sudden you're looking at it and you're like, dog, I feel like I'm good. I can just look at, you know what I mean? And that's what all that stuff over there is. Like all that. Yeah. And you look you look at it and you're like, oh, wow, I can see you very clearly now. Used to be way, I get way back here. Somewhere so far away. You looked like a twinkling maybe star. I don't know what you were. You could have been headlights. I don't know. But now I look over there and it's like, whoa, okay. Something's going on. Something is going on. And, yeah. I mean, it just, I don't even know where I was going with that, but I'm so in the feeling of like, it's like I looked at the eye and the eye looked at me and it was like, oh, I see you now, girl. I'm putting you on that list. How many lists, right? Babe, I've been on the internet since, I don't even remember. It was the late 90s, right? So many lists. So anyways, I forget where we were going with all that. It just, stress, freaked out, not gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. Yeah, I don't know. Things are just weird and I keep vacillating through like these different, my cat passed away. TT, my beloved, yesterday, and that's a big thing because I've been taking care of her and that's been really hard. Just generally, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to like not, and then everything in life seems like it's slowly like, you can feel like the paint rolling up on the sides a little bit with people, you know what I mean? And I don't know. I have a hard time sometimes like deciding like am I just perceiving a lot of like this, part of the things that are woven into our reality because I've always been able to perceive some of them at times. And now it's just so heightened. So my nervous system is like out of control. Plus just being like fully like everything that's been going on in like the, mainstream medias and in the zeitgeist has been hard for a lot of us, right? Because a lot of us come from backgrounds of mistreatment in our youth. A lot of people who, I don't know. So I feel like for you, there are some people in this time period, and probably people who have had crisis quite a bit in their life and have been directly involved with it, not just like passively. I'm suffering because I'm reading about stuff or whatever, which admittedly a lot of what's going on with me is stuff that I'm not directly experiencing. Like, I mean, I am, but not in the physical world. Exactly. Right. Things are changing, but I live in the middle of nowhere, so it's a little different, but there is a kind of a weird, but it is changing. I mean, when I go to towns and stuff, like you can tell something's going on. But yeah, I don't know. There are some people who, just know how to navigate this kind of realm and end up actually doing pretty dang well, figuring it out and getting something built up while going into the next cycle, right? And it's like being able to like surf through this tsunami, right? So, I think ultimately maybe it's not going to be like the biggest, thing ever in your life, but I do feel like things are really coming together in a way that might even be like super surprising to you. Okay. Now, also, we got to get into this quantum tunneling and stuff, you guys. Like, I mean, manifesting and all. I've not read a lot of like manifesting literature, to be pretty honest with you. I mean, there's a lot of nuance there because of, just reading a lot of like theosophy and just other magical systems, and all of them have manifesting. It's just not called that. And so I don't know what like the more current manifesting and stuff kind of contains, what the jargon is, or what the like, for instance, when that what was that one, the soul twin thing or whatever that was big. I still don't know any of that lingo, really. I don't know. I mean, but all the concepts are things that are, echoed through, especially the great love traditions like Sufism and so on. But I really believe that we have opportunities here to change our own realities. And I don't know what has happened exactly, if like we're becoming more aware, like we're in a simulation, or, you know what I mean? I don't know. Or, like something has shifted energetically in some of us and we're like really in that place. I might just be losing all of the marbles. I don't know. Probably something, a little bit of everything. I don't know. But I fully feel like deploying your intentions into what you perceive as the universes. It's such a fertile time. Yeah. So, I mean, be bold, be brave, do all the big wishes, but just be mindful. Be mindful. You don't want to end up somewhere even worse. Okay, here we go. We have the letter M. We have a sword. We have another sword. We have a person with their arms up. So I feel like there's something with somebody in the family. Maybe a sister, auntie, mother. There's 3 conversations. Almost I wonder if it's about moving or helping them change something. Maybe in their house, their work. But they're calling on you for help. But I think the big thing here with the sword, it's going to be in the realm of like problem solving. That's the biggest. I think just really needing your assistance. Okay, so that's going to be coming up. really, I think that's really like, I mean, like within the next couple days here, you will get that call. Okay. All right. Let's see. 74. First lucky number. 96. 36. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. I love you guys. I'm sorry. I'm like trying to pump myself up for, I'm like mourning. I'm in mourning right now. Hardcore. So anyways, I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Take care of yourselves.